Angela Lansbury was a Hollywood legend whose name became synonymous with grace, intelligence, and enduring talent. Born in London on October 16, 1925, she rose from wartime exile to become one of the most respected actresses of the 20th century. Her career spanned film, theater, television, and animation, earning her multiple Tony Awards, an honorary Oscar, and a place in the hearts of audiences around the world. Yet behind her iconic roles lay a private life marked by heartbreak, unexpected revelations, and fierce maternal love. Lansbury's story includes a young marriage that ended in confusion, a later union built on devotion, and a desperate escape from the threat of the Manson family to protect her children. This is the real story of a woman who transformed pain into wisdom and whose greatest triumph may have been the family she saved. From London to Hollywood, a childhood shaped by war, Angela Lansbury was born Angela Bridget Lansbury in London to a politically active family. Her mother, Moyna McGill, was an actress, and her father, Edgar Lansbury, was a politician and timber merchant. When Angela was 9, her father died suddenly, leaving the family in emotional and financial turmoil. As World War II raged across Europe, the family fled the Blitz and moved to the United States in 1940. Settling in New York, Angela studied acting at the Fegan School of Drama before moving to Los Angeles to pursue film work. Her talent was evident early. At just 17, she earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role as the manipulative Nancy in Gaslight, 1944. The nomination marked the beginning of a career that would span nearly 8 decades. A rising star in a Hollywood that didn't always fit. In the 1940s and 1950s, Lansbury became known for roles that often made her appear older than she was. Her natural maturity and commanding presence made her ideal for characters with depth and menace. She received a second Oscar nomination for The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1945, and a third for The Manchurian Candidate, 1962, in which she played a chilling, manipulative mother. Her ability to disappear into roles, sometimes villainous, sometimes sympathetic, made her one of Hollywood's most versatile performers. But it was on stage that she would truly become a legend, proving her range in musicals like Mame, Gypsy, and Sweeney Todd. In each role, she displayed not only acting talent, but also a powerful singing voice and stage presence that drew audiences into the story. Broadway icon and television legend. Angela Lansbury's Broadway career turned her into a theatrical icon. Her Tony-winning performances in Mame, 1966, Gypsy, 1974, Sweeney Todd, 1979, and Blithe Spirit, 2009, became landmarks of musical theater. Her voice and emotional depth made her a beloved figure on stage. But her most enduring television role came decades later with Murder, She Wrote, 1984 to 1996. As Jessica Fletcher, a crime-solving mystery writer, she became a Sunday night staple in households worldwide. Over 12 seasons, she brought warmth, intelligence, and wit to a character who was both independent and deeply human. Despite earning 12 consecutive Emmy nominations, she never won. A fact many fans still consider one of television's greatest injustices. Her impact was undeniable. She made mystery solving feel like a personal conversation, a heartbreaking first marriage, and a hidden truth. At age 19, Angela Lansbury eloped with actor Richard Cromwell, who was 16 years her senior. Their marriage in 1945 was private and quick, but it lasted only a year. Cromwell left her abruptly, leaving behind a note that read simply, "Sorry, I can't go on." The sudden abandonment left Angela devastated and confused. Cromwell later claimed her habit of making tea in the middle of the night drove him away, an excuse that felt bizarre and insufficient. Years later, Lansbury learned the deeper truth. Cromwell was gay. She discovered this through time, reflection, and the Hollywood community's unspoken realities. In interviews, she described her discovery as shocking, but also expressed compassion. She refused to blame him, recognizing that the era forced many gay actors into marriages to protect their careers. Her response reflected maturity and empathy in the face of heartbreak, a mother's lessons, and a lifelong allyship. Angela's upbringing helped shape her perspective on identity and privacy. Her mother, Moyna McGill, hosted Hollywood gatherings that included many gay actors and industry figures who lived in secrecy. Moyna respected their privacy and refused to out anyone without permission, creating a home environment of acceptance and discretion. This upbringing helped Angela understand the hidden lives of many people in Hollywood. She later became known as a gay icon, admired not only for her performances but for her allyship in an era when such support was rare. She spoke openly about the number of closeted actors she knew and how expertly they concealed their true identities to avoid professional ruin. Her compassion and respect for others became one of her defining traits, even in a world that often demanded secrecy and conformity. True love found Peter Shaw and a family built on strength. After her brief first marriage, Angela found lasting love with actor and producer Peter Shaw. They married in 1949, and their partnership lasted 54 years until Peter's death in 2003. Together they raised a family, including Peter's son David from a previous marriage, and their 2 children, Anthony and Deirdre. Angela often spoke about the balance of motherhood and career, admitting it was difficult to juggle both. She worked extensively, sometimes leaving her children behind during long filming periods. Still, she remained devoted and loving, instilling in her children strong values of kindness, faith, and resilience. Her belief that God is within all of us reflected her personal philosophy and shaped her family's moral foundation. A mother's fear. The Manson family threat. In the 1960s, Angela faced a terrifying threat to her family. Her teenage children began struggling with substance abuse, and her daughter Deirdre fell into the orbit of Charles Manson's cult. Angela later revealed that Deirdre had been drawn into Manson's group during the era of counterculture chaos. The danger was real and immediate. Angela and Peter made a decisive move to protect their family, relocating to County Cork, Ireland. Angela bought a home there and refused acting jobs for over a year to focus on her children. The change of environment, quiet, rural, and far from Los Angeles, helped her children recover. Angela later said she believed they would have lost her children if they hadn't been removed from the influence of the Manson cult. It was a bold decision that demonstrated her fierce love and determination as a mother. Health, discipline, and a lifetime of resilience. Angela Lansbury's life included a series of health and lifestyle choices that reflected her determination to stay strong. Like many in her generation, she smoked for years, but she quit in the mid-1960s as awareness of tobacco's dangers grew. She later made pragmatic decisions to preserve her career, including neck surgery in 1976 and again in 1987. She never pursued beauty for vanity's sake, but rather to remain competitive and capable in an industry where appearance often mattered. As she aged, she battled arthritis and underwent hip replacement surgery in 1994, followed by knee replacement surgery in 2005. Each time she recovered with determination and returned to work. Her ability to adapt to physical challenges while maintaining a busy career showed her resilience and dedication to her craft, a legacy that endured beyond the spotlight. Angela Lansbury passed away peacefully on October 11, 2022, at age 96 in Los Angeles. Her death marked the end of a life that spanned nearly 8 decades and touched millions of fans. She left behind an unmatched legacy in film, theater, television, and animation. Her work remains beloved, from the sly villainy of Gaslight to the warmth of Murder, she wrote, and the musical brilliance of Broadway classics. But her legacy is also deeply personal. She was a woman who navigated heartbreak, fought for her family, and carried herself with grace through a world that often demanded conformity. Her life story is a reminder that true strength often lies not in fame, but in compassion, perseverance, and the ability to turn pain into wisdom. Conclusion: the woman behind the legend. Angela Lansbury's story is not just the tale of a Hollywood icon, but the journey of a woman who lived with courage, love and deep empathy. She faced rejection, betrayal, and fear, yet she never allowed those experiences to harden her heart. She loved again, raised a family, and made choices that saved her children's lives. She became a beloved symbol of kindness, talent, and resilience, someone who refused to be defined by scandal or hardship. In the end, Angela Lansbury's greatest role may not have been on stage or screen, but in the quiet strength she showed as a mother, a partner, and a human being. Her life proves that even in a world of glamour, the most powerful stories are the ones written with compassion.